Well, we are live, and I'm looking forward to sharing with you some really good ideas from Napoleon's Hill book, The Law of Success. What's really interesting about this book title is it's about the law of success, not the laws of success. Because in this book, which is a precursor to Think and Grow Rich, he has 16 original lessons and an additional uh, lesson that he published in the late 30s, early 40s. The book originally was published in 1928, The Law of Success, containing 16 and then 17 lessons. This is lesson 4. The reason why I think this lesson is so incredibly important is because money is an issue with most people. I say that just because I've been around a while, and I know that money is an issue with people as it relates to their well-being. I remember Zig Ziglar saying some time ago that money is not the most important thing in the world, but it's pretty close to oxygen up there in the list of things that we need to have. You can't do much without it, and so we just focus on it. I did a little outline for you that I can give, and I'm really happy about giving these words to you that might be able to enlighten you, give you a little bit of confidence of what you're doing. But Hill talks about saving, and the name of the lesson is the habit of saving. He doesn't say money, but he's implying money. He says the habit of saving is not merely about financial strategy. It's really more of a discipline and mindset, a foundational success habit that will shape your character, confidence, and long-term stability. And that habit is what precedes wealth. Wealth doesn't happen on its own. It happens as a result of that habit of saving. The habit of saving builds self-control, increases confidence, eliminates fear, and creates opportunities. Saving is not an amount so much as it is a habit, a mindset, and a non-negotiable foundation. And one of the quotes that he has that I think is just absolutely marvelous is, "A part of all you earn is yours to keep." And I just reminded of Ben Franklin saying about the republic, it's a republic if you can keep it. Putting it in your pocket's one thing, keeping it there is another. Hill goes on to say that savings is not optional. He says it's a law, a principle that governs health, wealth, security, self-respect, and personal power. And he connects the habit of saving to several deeper truths. So let me give you those for your verification, edification, consumption. You can argue with it if you want to. And all of these points that I'm going to make start with the word saving. So think about saving, but also think about money and dealing with money and proper perspective toward money. Saving builds self-mastery and discipline. Before a person can accumulate money, they must accumulate a habit of setting aside a portion of their income. If the money flows through them just like a water through a sieve, not going to do you much good. The habit of saving trains the mind in consistency, restraint, and foresight. Hill argues that this mental discipline precedes wealth. The mental discipline of saving precedes wealth. Yeah. Number 2, savings create confidence and eliminates fear. A person without saving is forced into decisions driven by fear and scarcity. Savings creates a cushion, and that cushion becomes a help of confidence and calmness and the ability to act boldly. If you got it in savings, you can act on opportunities that come up. Speaking of opportunity, number 3, saving attracts opportunity. Money saved becomes capital, working capital for you. And having capital is the key to unlock opportunities, investment opportunities, business ventures, real estate, education, and freedom. Freedom is the ultimate. And he'll insist that opportunity gravitates toward those who are prepared for it. If I'm looking to have some investors at a project for me, I want to go to people that know how to save, because if they know how to save, they have assets with which they can further multiply exponentially their good fortune of saving. Number 4, savings is a form of self-respect. Those who save demonstrate respect for their future selves. Those who save demonstrate respect for their future self. Those who save demonstrate respect for their future selves. I think of all the things that I'm going to talk about, that's probably, in my view, the most important. Because when you say, I want to save, and you talk about your future self, you say you're declaring your worthiness. My future matters, my goals matter, my security matters, I matter. Me, 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 me. That is totally about self-respect. Not necessarily self-indulgence. I think it's important for you to realize that self-respect is different than self-indulgence. And fifthly, saving must be intentional and automatic. Hill advocates creating a definite plan. So decide how much you're going to save, where you're going to save it, and decide how you're going to safeguard it to grow. That is important. The habit of savings grows stronger with it is automated, consistent, and non-negotiable. I think that's really important to remember. Automate it as best you can, be consistent with saving, and then realize that it's not negotiable. Hill's key principles. Let me just give you those. We've talked about saving. And then the first key principle I want to give you is wealth, because he says in his habit of saving that wealth begins with saving. Wealth begins in the mind before it appears in the wallet. A person who cannot save will not master money. A small, steady savings becomes large, unstoppable momentum. Money grows where discipline is strongest. And finally, saving is the foundation. Investing of that saving is the expression of your money. What a great time to be thinking about money and saving, because we're coming to the end of the year right now. We're in November as I speak. And we're taking a look at what we got going on in 2026. We're looking at our goals, our commitments, what we want to do with our money, with our business, with our life. And money is certainly a big part of that. So take a look at this. I'm going to give you real quickly 5, 6, 7 talking points about mastermind that you may want to consider, cogitate on, and maybe even have a family discussion about. Number 1, what is the emotional story behind your savings habits? Hill says that saving is 90% mindset. Number 2, where does the lack of savings create pressure, fear, or reactive decision-making in your life? Number 3, what percentage of your income will you commit to saving as a non-negotiable? I used to be a real estate coach for Club Wealth. And one of the principals at Club Wealth, Ron Anderson, talks about saving a lot. And he talks about 100% of your income. 10% goes to charity. In the Christian and Judeo-Christian context, it's the tithe. 10% to reducing debt, and then 10% to save. 10% may be a little steep for you right now, but I would encourage you to get to there as soon as you possibly can. Number 4, how would your life and opportunities expand if you had significant savings? And you might find an opportunity or two out there to invest. Number 5, what leaks in your financial life can be patched immediately? Hill stresses the discipline and examination for spending. Your mastermind can explore unnecessary subscription, impulse purchases, lifestyle creep, emotional spending, lack of budget or tracking systems. This is a real cleanup conversation. Number 6, what would it look like to treat savings as an act of self-love? Because Hill says that savings is self-respect, self-love, self-respect. Do you love yourself enough to start saving? I think that might be something to consider. And then finally, what's your plan on turning your savings into wealth? I hope this has been edifying for you. It's been a very incredibly important topic that I've shared with my mastermind, both yesterday and today, because there's a lot of stuff that has creeped into our mind. I actually asked ChatGPT to give us some crazy stuff that mom and dad said. So I'm going to just give these to you real quick, and you might want to laugh. You might want to say, that's crazy. Nobody's ever said that, but actually, I know people have said most of this stuff. And the other stuff that I've never heard anybody say, I know it probably could have been said. So money doesn't grow on trees. We've all heard that. Do I look like I'm made of money? A penny saved is a penny earned. We're not made of gold, you know. Save your pennies for a rainy day. If you spend it like water, don't be surprised when the well runs dry. You're burning a hole in the pocket. Money talks, but mine just says goodbye. You've got champagne taste on a tap water budget. You're nickel and diming yourself to death. Easy come, easy go. A fool and his money are soon parted. The best things in life are free. Everything else costs money. Your taste is expensive. Your wallet isn't. If you're looking for money, try a job. Buy nice or buy twice. Waste not, want not. Put it back. You don't need it. And just because you have money doesn't mean you should spend it. Mom and dad had a lot of stuff going for them, and one of them is understanding about money. My mom and dad were depression babies. They were born in the mom was born in 20 and dad was born in 1919. So they grew up during the Depression, and they understood the value of money and saving, etc. So just want to say, if you have a mom and dad like that or grandparents like that, you may have heard some of these words. I hope this has helped, especially important right now. We're getting into the gift giving season, Christmas. It's the thought that counts, not the amount of the gift. Remember that when you are giving. Remember that when you are receiving. I hope this is not lost on you. And I hope you've enjoyed this visit with you about habit number 4, the habit of saving. Now, as Yoda might say, go do. God bless you. We'll see you again in the near future. Thanks again for joining us. Bye.